Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good, staying blessed and feeling well. I am back. So today I'm coming in really quick with an outfit of the night as well as a not so quick little tutorial, semi-tutorial on how I make these bun covers because I've been getting asked questions about them and a specific subscriber asked me to make a little tutorial on how to make some just like this. So first I'll do my outfit so you can see what I'm wearing, and then I'll go into the actual little tutorial if you're interested in how I made these. Okay, so before I even get into how I make the circle, um, you can choose to make your circle however you want to make it. Either you can also bypass crocheting completely and just use a piece of fabric that you like to do this and just use the ribbon to cinch the circle in whatever size that you want it. But for those people who are curious how I make this particular one right here, you can follow along as I go ahead row by row. And if you want to make it bigger than what you see right here, just add more rows. And if you want to make it smaller, take away some rows. So today, since I'm making a second bun cover to go with this one, I'll be using the same color yarn, and this is by Red Heart yarn. And I will be using a US size 7 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. So on to me actually rigging up my camera so that you can see what I'm doing. And just so you all know, if you haven't been following me for a while, or if you have been following me, you already know this. I have to rig the camera up in a really awkward way because I don't have a camera person. So please be mindful of that while you're watching the video. So to start off, we're going to chain 4. We're going to slip stitch into the very first stitch that was created, well, first chain that was created. Just slip stitch. Okay, and now we're going to do 8 double crochets into the center of the circle we just created. So 8 double crochets right in the center, and I'll be working over that little tail that I created when I started it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once you get done with your 8, you'll be slip stitching into this top of the first double crochet that you created at the beginning of this round. So slip stitch, and that completes the first round. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and for this row all the way around you'll be doing 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So in the same hole where you just chained up 2, you'll have your chain up to start as counting as your first double crochet, and then in each stitch around, which is the next stitch right here, you'll be putting 2 double crochets. So 1 into the same hole right here, 2. Next hole you'll be putting 2, and you just do that all the way around. Alright, now when you get to your last hole, you're going to slip stitch into top the same way that you did at the previous round to complete that round. So this is what it looks like so far. So you chain up 2. In that same place, you do a double crochet. And now here's where a repeat starts. The next space, you only do 1. The next space after that, you do 2. The next space, 1 double crochet. The next space after that, 2 double crochets. So you're just repeating that process of 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, all the way around. And I'll add in some captions / subtitles with this video so that you can, if I mispronounce or missay what I'm doing, that you'll be able to read it to see what I'm actually doing. Because I know some people are visual learners. At the same time, other people just want to see what pattern I was using, so I'll do that as well. And as I said in the beginning of this video, you can choose to make your circle however you want to make it. This is just the way that I did the particular bun that I showed you. So once again, once you get around to this point, you'll be making, in the last hole, you'll be doing 1 double crochet, and then you'll be slip stitching into that chain 2. Alright, now on this next round, you'll be chaining up 2, and then you'll be doing 2 double crochets in each space around again. And when you get back around, once again, you'll be finishing by doing your 2 double crochet, and then slip stitching to complete the round. And this is what you'll have so far. And for your next round, you'll be chaining up 2, and you'll be doing 2 double crochet, with this counting as your first double crochet, so into the same space a double crochet. And we'll be doing that same pattern as before. The next space you'll be doing 1 double crochet, the next one after that 2 double crochets,
and then 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets all the way around again, ending with another slip stitch. And ending with 2 double crochets and a slip stitch into the top of those 2 chains that you started the round with. And this is what you should end up with. And if you want to make it bigger than this, just continue on adding increased rounds until you get it to the size that you want. But because I'm making one to match this one, I'm stopping here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut my yarn and fasten it off. Alright, so I'm going to take my fabric, which is a piece of scrap fabric, and I want this dragon in the same way as I have a dragon here. So I'm just going to cut the fabric out into a piece that will actually fit over this neatly, and then I'm just going to sew it around. Okay, so I cut this piece of fabric. It's a little bit bigger than what I need it to be on purpose because I can just always trim off excess, but I'm going to sew it onto the circle in a position that I want it to be in. So I'm just going to fold the corner and sew along as I go, folding around, and then just cut excess off as I need to.
Alright, so I finished stitching all the way around. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put my ribbon in, and I'll just weave it through.
Alright, so I'm just going to put my ribbon of choice, which I chose this, through. That's how I make a bun cover.
Okay, and so visually you can see what I'm talking about since I have both bun covers made. You can put it here in the second row, or you can put it in the very last row. And if you put in the very last row, the cover will look like this, more rounded, and you'll have a little bit more space for your hair to go in. And if you put it in that second row, when you pull it, it'll give you a little bit of a, I like to describe it as kind of like a ruffled effect, a scrunched up ruffled effect. And it'll hold a little bit less hair, or it'll hold your hair a little bit tighter. But I'm going to go ahead and move it to the last row because I kind of like that rounded edge a little bit more. But I just wanted to let you know that you got options with however you do your bun covers, and it's customizable.